So without any further ado, I would most respectfully invite the Most Venerable Dharanagama Jivaka Dhamma Swami Nuhanse, who used to be Mr. Jayasiri, but you know what we did with him? We killed the bugger. He is now the Most Venerable. He was almost venerable, but now he's Most Venerable. So please bring your palms together to invite him onto the stage, and he will precept you as well as share with you his personal story of liberation, the journey that he has taken to get to the stage that he is today, and hopefully those words will inspire you.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Therewal Saranai. With the permission of Noble Triple Gem and my dear teachers and dear Anagarikas and my dear Rajagiriya families, I will share my story briefly, how and why become a monk. I came to Monastery. I was a MLT, Medical Laboratory Technologist. I had one son. I worked in government sector as well as private sector for 15 years. My wife in lay life, she's a doctor. My son studying Noble International School, attend to Monastery. We spent happy life with my wife and son, though we achieve more various things in our play life, but we played in big hole that couldn't be filled up with any physical things. We began to purpose of existence and what are the purpose of being a human being. And then we saw such spiritual teachers for aid of this illusion. When that realized that we can't full stop this long journey of samsara without guidance of a great teacher, without association with noble companionships, then I decided to do this job full time with the noble association in this monastery, because this is not a simple business like buy a loaf of bread, this bakery. Yes, it is the great decision. We take long journey of my samsara. We have fallen victim to great illusion, that endless, beginningless hypnotic spell. But haven't you forgotten that purpose in our samsara? Finally, there is no other refuge than the Dhamma itself. Then I make this opportunity, invite you all to join with us, Theravada.
One of the promises you have to make when you become an Anagarika is the promise to break all your comfort zones. You cannot settle for what is comfortable anymore. So you can imagine what it must be for us as monks then. Once you become a monk, there is nothing you cannot do, except for the unmeritorious deeds. That doesn't make the challenge any less challenging. But there is no challenge we fear. Because fear is a making of our own minds. Hesitation is a making of our own minds. Self-doubt, these are all makings of our own mind. When we invite our young monks or our newly ordained monks to come forward and to speak to a new audience, they cannot say no. That is what we have learned. When a teacher asks, no is not an answer. I don't know is okay. I don't know, that's fine. But no, can't say no. But there are lots of things, I think, in your life still, which you will be happy to say no to. Because there are comfort zones. Zones that steal your comfort. You leave your comfort there. These are the challenges, ladies and gentlemen. These are extensions of your own defilements. Like I said once, the day that you know that you're right on track to becoming an arahant is if you accept my challenge to come up on stage and jump around like a little bunny. The day you're prepared to do that, no one's going to close their eyes, they're all going to keep staring at you. But you have to be able to come forward. Hold your fingers up like this. Pretend that you're a rabbit and hop around until I say stop. It's not going to be easy because you'll have many things to worry about. The least of all will be, what would people think of me? I'm an adult, you think. I'm a lady. What would people think of me? I'm a respectable person. I'm a teacher. I'm a certain someone in society. I'm a director. I'm a company leader. I'm a boss. Right? What would people think of me? I'm the mother. My children are here. What would they think of me? These will be things that will worry you. These are all extensions of your self. This is why when you become an anagarika, you must be prepared to break free and out of all of your comfort zones. Meaning when the teacher calls, you answer. I know how I have grown in this asana. There have been instances where there were things that I was not comfortable doing myself. But Guru Handra made sure that I came out of all of them. It was his way or the highway, not my way or the highway. We surrender ourselves at the feet of our teachers. To surrender is not a mere word. It's not just, okay, I surrender. That's nothing. To drop your weapon when it feels like there's no way out of this alive, that is not surrendering. That is you realizing you have no other choice. But this is a voluntary act. It's a voluntary act. If you wish to get to Nibbāna, then there cannot be things that you like to do and things that you don't like to do, because like has to go out the window. What remains when like goes out the window, when your wantings go out the window, when your desires go out the window, is your pure consciousness. Right now you have not achieved pure consciousness because there are things that you like and things therefore that you don't like. Don't you still have a list of likes and dislikes? That is the problem. So I don't know is okay. Now, when we choose our Anagarika Mahathas to drive the Swami Mahansis to Rajagiriya, we don't always check whether their mother tongue is English. That's not a requirement. As long as they can drive safely and they're committed to the meritorious deed and they take what they're doing seriously, that'll do for us. So in the past you have heard from Swami Nonsense who have been very, very fluent when they come up and talk to you. And then there have been others who have not been so. But they know that if they say yes to do this role, then eventually they'll have to be on stage and talk to you. That much they know. So knowing that, they volunteer. Knowing that there's going to be a comfort zone that they have to break out of. These are the makings of arahants, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I mean. These are the makings of arahants.